This is the new Suzuki Hayabusa. You've probably seen pics and video leaked over the past few days, but unlike some publications, we stick to the agreed embargo because we're not raging Jeremy Hunts. Now, for those of you who aren't fluent in Japanese or have no idea of the Japanese language, Hayabusa means falcon or peregrine falcon. That is the literal translation. But the one that matters most in this scenario is blackbird eater. It's been 22 years since Suzuki launched the original Hayabusa, a bike built to dethrone Honda's Super Blackbird. In 2008, the second gen came out to play, and as the bike was discontinued last year, some assumed that was the end of the Busa. Oh no. The new model is a result of 10 years of development, according to Suzuki. Development that included throwing it on the floor. It uses the same 1340cc inline 4 with updates for efficiency and durability, and is now of course Euro 5 compliant. The crank is essentially the same as previously, but there are new pistons, lighter conrods and revised cams, among other nuggets. A larger airbox means better sucking, squeezing, banging and blowing. Essentially though, it's a damn similar lump. Suzuki designers experimented with larger engine capacities, 6-cylinder lumps and even supercharged versions, but test riders reckon that the original formula proved to be better overall, and Suzuki didn't want to stray too far away from the Busa's identity. I don't know about you, but we'd love to see a supercharged 6-pot. Despite 22 years of overall development, the new Busa's top speed is still 186 miles an hour, limited electronically in accordance with the gentleman's agreement set up by manufacturers just before the turn of the millennium. This also ended the top speed war and manufacturer willy-waving antics. Instead, effort has gone into an improved bottom end to mid-range delivery, particularly around 5,000 to 6,000 RPM, and a more linear power curve. This, combined with Euro 5, has meant a lower peak power and torque figures, 7 brake horsepower and 5 Nm less than the previous model, but Suzuki reckons that the new Busa boasts a quicker 0 to 60 mph time than its predecessor. And there's a new 4-letter acronym in town, SIRS, Suzuki Intelligent Ride System. A 6-axis IMU and new ride-by-wire system is at the heart of an all-new electronic suite, and also controls a snazzy active data display, similar to that seen on a Mitsubishi Shogun from the 1990s. There are 3 modes to play with: Active, Basic and Comfort, or A, B and C. All have the option to select various levels of power, 10 levels of traction control, plus wheelie control and engine braking control. There's also a quick shifter, blipper, cruise control, hill hold control and control. And it's refreshing to see an analog speedo and rev counter, albeit surrounded by a TFT dash. Again, various frame designs were played with, but the engineers stuck with a similar alley twin spar arrangement to the previous gen. Suzuki's chassis gurus wanted to gain more stability, yet more nimble handling. There's now more weight over the front end, which results in a 50-50 weight distribution. The suspension internals have been refined and tweaked, and there's some bespoke Bridgestone S22 rubber to satisfy high-speed naughtiness, while the addition of Brembo stylomer calipers ensure decent anchors. Small but significant changes include the bars being moved 12mm closer to the pilot, and a floating handlebar mount limits vibration. There is obviously plenty more technical juice, but we won't bore you with it just yet. Now, I'm not going to get into a subjective argument about the looks or its new design. What I will say is that Hayabusa fans, the original fans of the Busa, will probably like this. It's kind of a bit more aggression, a bit more modern. And those who were expecting a bit more, those who maybe thought, oh, new Busa, let's see what it's about, maybe left a little disappointed. But you can't deny Suzuki designers have kept the original lines in mind, and that's no bad thing. I do like what they've done with the kind of more modern, aggressive front end, and the more modern lines in general. And more importantly, I like what they've done with those 7-spoke saucy little wheels. Now, we were supposed to be riding the new bike in sunnier climes at the international launch. Obviously, COVID has scuppered that, but we will get a chance to ride it at a UK launch sometime in March. So, looking forward to that.